Hello, it's Paul. I'm going to give you an introduction, or as fast as I can, to Zoho Backstage today. I was playing around with it yesterday, and it's a really cool platform for selling event tickets, for managing events, for creating some sort of website or part of a website that shows you exactly what is happening on in your event, right? So here it says event management software for planners, corporations, and agencies. Craft experiences. Remember, Zoho Backstage makes it easy to manage large-scale meetings and events like conferences, trade shows, and product launches. So it's cool, right? So in the next few weeks, I think at the end of the month, in 4 days' time, there's a thing called Zoholics, where all the Zoho people get together and they have a bit of a conference, right? So the reason I actually brought you to this website, though, is this is a Zoho Backstage website. You can create a website exactly like this using Backstage, right? So you're going to have timer down to your event. You can have buy tickets. You can have little follow us or connect with us on all these various social media. Some information on why attending, your speakers. You can go through and add your speakers. You've obviously got a speakers tab at the top. Sponsors, you can show your sponsors, show who's paying for your event. Obviously a location of where it wants to be. I won't mention that I never got invited to this, but that's all right. Get in touch, obviously a contact form. So basically it's a website to sell your event, to sell your full conference or trade show or whatever it is, right? So here's the main page. Then you've got an agenda. So you can set an agenda. What's going to happen? Welcome note, keynote, who's speaking, the general. I don't know what general track means. I think you can have two different things. Say you've got two separate rooms, you can actually say this is in that room and that's in that room, and that's what that track means. Obviously, then day 2 and day 3, and then anything you've bookmarked. So if you've signed up for something, I believe you can bookmark and tag. I want to watch this. I want to see this. Obviously, the speakers we've gone through, but here are the speakers. Pop out and show them what's happening. So that's a really cool feature, isn't it? Tickets, big deal. You want to sell tickets. That's probably why I never got invited. 400 buy tickets, and I think they sell, maybe not on this, via Eventbrite. I think sells tickets, but you can go in, add your tickets, add your promo code. Let's try 50 off, see if it works. It would have been cool if that worked, wouldn't it? And you can buy your tickets, right? So you can go through and let me get back. Was it going to let me get back? Events. But you can have multiple events for all of your events, right? You have multiple websites for your events. Obviously, sponsors again. Click up. Stick the sponsors. Location of the venue. Gallery and maybe last year's photos or whatever happened last year. Frequently asked questions, and then you're going to allow people who've bought tickets to log in with a ticket, and inside the ticketing area you can have a community and a place where you can talk, send people notifications, and generally check them in, make sure they've arrived and things like that. So I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to show you it all in back end. Bit of a housekeeping to start though. If you're watching this on YouTube, I will break down the sections for your learning into chapters, into lesson times. I'll show you where each part, so you know where I say how to add speakers, I'll put a time stamp and say that this is where you jump to that. So if you can't consume it all in one day or one sitting, I'll try and make it so that you can jump around and see what's happening. I may also, if it's needed, create a training course on my website at paulnicholson.com. And I can maybe create a training website where I'll put everything in order for you as well, and you can ask some questions. So this is part of Zoho ONE, part of Zoho ONE learning. Just before I start though, it's always great for me. This is 2019. For my videos going forward, it's always really cool if I know why you're here, what you're watching for. If you can just pause me at this point and tell me why do you need to look at Zoho Backstage? What are you actually trying to get out of it? What company or what industry do you work in? All that information helps me, and if you put if you give me some information, I can probably reply to you and say, look, try this out, or try that out, or here's a good video for you on that. And then we'll get right into it. So pause me and tell me why you're here. Thanks. Right, so let's dive in. Let's first off talk about pricing. Now I'm showing you this video because Zoho ONE is what I teach people. Zoho ONE is what I tell people to sign up for. Depending on your team size, depending on how many users you need, Zoho ONE is every single Zoho app included. And if you go to z1trial.com, you will see more information. This is my website, my Zoho ONE sign up page as a partner, and it's going to show you that every single Zoho app is included at enterprise level partnership. Now, if you don't have Zoho ONE and you're just buying Zoho Backstage separately, then we'll go to pricing. If you've got Zoho ONE, you're going to get the Professional Plus plan, where you're going to get a portal, unlimited access. So they're all unlimited, right? Even the free version, unlimited events, unlimited attendees, event ticketing. And obviously, as you go through and the different pricing, you're going to get, all this extra stuff, instant announcement, event galleries, bilingual website, that's cool, isn't it? Sponsor management, customizable emails, and all this stuff. So I'm going to show you on this package here, the £129 a month, billed annually, plus tax. So to me, look, let's go Zoho ONE. If you're a one event planning army, Zoho ONE is a no-brainer to you, right? Pricing for Zoho ONE is £30 a month per employee. So work out how many people you need. Like I say, if it's one person, £30 a month, you're going to get Zoho Backstage at £129 a month version. It's already, so you're already you can afford 4 users for the price of one here. But here's the pricing. So $59, not exactly. Sponsorship management, so you don't get the sponsors page on that first page. Event galleries, instant event, a mobile app for attendees, customizing emails, and So obviously the free version, to me, it's probably well worth looking at the free version and getting into it. But I'm gonna show you this £129 version. Right, so let's dive in and look around the back end. Let's have a look how all this works out, how to get it working. So I've logged in as me because I've got a test. I'm going to log in. When we do a full, I'll go through a full event, creating a full event in a minute. But I'll do that in the trial version that I've got, the Z1 trial team, where you can see how teams talk in there. But for now, let's just go through the separate tabs, the separate areas. Any events that you've got coming up will show in this tab. Obviously, a draft events or past events will show. Anything that you've put in, all event-wise are going to be here into live, draft, past. Pretty obvious, right? Up at the top, you can see your team. This is mine's a one-man army. On the one that I actually use, I'm going to show you a trial in a minute where you see the team. Settings, you can create, so you can see here the custom domain. This is really cool that you can basically, you could host your whole website as paulnicholson.com could just be an event website. But what it actually, on events.paulnicholson.com, this is where I'm going to share what maybe webinars I've got coming up, online training. When I launch a new training program, I'm going to build out a page and say, right, Zoho Backstage live training's going live. Well, training's going live on the 1st of March. Put in and create an event, right? So, but I've got now events.paulnicholson.com. So that is that custom domain. Let me close some of this. That's the custom domain that comes on that £129 setting. Otherwise, I think you have your name.zohobackstage.com or something like that. But I'll have a look in a minute because I'm going to change it on the other one, and I'll show you how to change it, right? Obviously, branding, you can change logos, you can change information. You can map your customer domain, which is what I've just done. Primary contact, you can change. Integrations only looks like Google Analytics. Webhooks for the cool stuff. Payment gateways, I've set up Stripe for mine. I was just testing it. But you can set up, obviously, everything you need in the settings that brands it to your business, right? So when we look at an event, we're going to see, so we're looking at, you know, again, agenda, speakers, tickets, sponsors, right? So I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set one up. But as I go through, you're going to say, again, team, obviously it's just mine. Sessions, this is the agenda. Welcome to the webinar. Checked in attendees, so you can see who's checked in. You can promote by sharing it on Facebook and see what it's going to come up like. You can upload a new image. Obviously, this is not going to be very good for you to share direct, so you might want to upload an image. Progress, this is telling you all the things that you've done or haven't done to fulfill your event. Content library, any pictures. Registrations, who's signed up, who's in there. Emails, you can send emails from here. You can send direct ones. Here's a link before, you know, here's your link to sign up. I don't know if I could look at that, but yeah. Here's, you know, 2 days before, don't forget to check in, don't forget to do this. Branding, you know, can add a logo, you can add information to specific pages. You can, again, map your custom domain, which we've already done. And then we can edit the event. And this is now here down at the bottom. So now we can see agenda, speakers, ticket sponsors, agenda, speaker, ticket sponsors. It's really easy. Event details, put in your information, put in your address, add your social media links. So this is this bit here. So if you want different social media bit links, I've only got 2, look. You can add them down here. Agenda, you build out, if there's 2 rooms, 3 rooms, 3 tents or whatever there is, if it's a music festival, you add in your agenda. Speakers, invite a speaker. You can email it, is a guest speaker. Pick from portal members. No portal members. So I haven't set this up, but I'm going to go through it all as we get further on. Tickets, add a ticket, add pricing, add everything that's, you know, add discounts, stuff like that. Sponsors, again, we're going to add some sponsors. And then the design and look of the website. So I'm going to break it down. I'm going to go into each area. I will keep adding lessons. So keep looking. If you've got to come back later, keep looking in the description, and I'll break out the times for the lessons. All right. So that's just a quick first look around the Zoho Backstage back end. Right. So I've logged in as the Happy Me test account, where I've got 5 users, so I can show you a bit more interaction with 5 people. Let me turn some stuff off here before you get... I'll leave it open, but you're probably going to go 37,000 emails. So let's talk about settings first. Let's change this custom domain and show you how easy it is, and just do some back-end settings before we create our first event. So we're going to go settings. Let's have a look at team here. Join, invite admin. 1. So I can invite another user in my, so let's say Sarah. I think Sarah Sales is still Sarah. Oh no, yeah, Sarah Sales. So I'm going to add another user as admin. Is it going to take me back? Probably not. But if I refresh, there's another. So I can invite the team. If you've got more people signed up on your account, you can just straight up add them. Otherwise, you're going to have to add, this is Zoho ONE, you're going to have to add a user, aren't you, and invite them in. That's as easy as to add a team member. If I go to settings, just set up the portal name. Events are created inside this portal. Happy Me Events. The organization is Happy Me Limited, which is my company name, believe it or not. Yeah, so this is where the domain name here is z1trial.zohobackstage.com, which I believe is what I said it was going to be. So sorry, Z1 Trial is my account name. So yours would be whatever it is. I think my other one would be paulnicholsongo.zoho Backstage. So it will work without you having to have a domain, right? So, but what we're going to talk about here is changing that domain so that it's whatever, it's events.happyme.com, or in this case I'll do events.z1trial.com. Right, so to change it, go to branding and then go here. The domain mapping features enabled, right? So you want to change URLs, you want to change here, right? Just go to add custom domain. Now you're going to change it and say that it's going to be events.z1trial.com. Log into your domain and change it, right? So what you've got to do is you've got to log into your GoDaddy, wherever you are, and get to your DNS settings, your DNS management. Once you're there, you add a CNAME. CNAME, and the host will be whatever you want to call it. Events. What's another word for events? Oh my god, my mind's just gone blank, right? Activities, parties, quiz. You can put whatever you want, right? But I'm going to put events.z1trial.com. You can put whatever you want ahead of that and then just save it. Right? Now, when you go back to here, well, sorry, I already did it. Type in exactly what you just put, events.z1trial.com. So that's going to be my website for this, right? I'm going to click next. It ain't going to take straight away. I mean, the settings there is 600 seconds, so it's going to take 10 minutes. But once it has, you can apply this SSL, because what they need to do is make it secure, make up here secure. So you want it to be HTTPS, not just your raw domain. So you might have to come back later and verify this. Apply domain. Let's just try it. Sometimes it's a bit faster than it may appear. Seems relatively happy. Let's try him. So this is I'm just showing you so that you can have whatever website you want. If you want it to be your main website, just put in there, you know, paulnicholson.com, and then point the main CNAME. Well, to be honest, on GoDaddy, the main CNAME it can't be. It has to be an IP address. So you would have to, if you wanted to make the main website your full domain, you would have to look at something else like Cloudflare. But send me a message. I'll explain that more to people. But I think for most people, it's going to be events dot something, right? It's going to take a little while for it to set up and enable that. I don't think. Let's have a look. It may. Sorry. So it's going to take a while. I'm going to leave it. I won't slow it down. We'll come back to it. If you want them to create a branded app for you, you can pay for it. I think it's $700 a year. And then we can copy this information in and paste it on a website. We can copy our calendar. So if you're on a web page or a blog or somewhere else, you can copy your events coming up and put them in your website. But I think you get branding. You want to add a logo, we can configure. I don't think I've got any upload a logo. I don't think I've got on this computer. I've got it on the other computer, but it's not connected. Be careful what I click on. Yeah, I haven't got. Oh, let's do this one. The book stops here. So you can change information, you can change that, and I'm rambling away in there. Settings are pretty basic. You're getting the drift, right? Right, so let's create our first event. Let's dive in and just show you how easy it is. So we're going to create an event. What shall we call it? A Happy Me conference, right? When's it going to start? We're going to say it's on Saturday, the 1st of June. Starts. It is not going to start at 9 o'clock. I mean at 8 o'clock, 10 a.m. and it's going to end on Sunday at 1 a.m. Right, we're going to party. We're going to do a conference, then we'll have a party. So the Happy Me conference. Here's the start. Please event. So we're going to say Doncaster. Oh, I don't have to. Let's type in cast. Yes, let's say here. I actually have I would like to. It'd be cool to host some sort of event like this. Waterdale, Doncaster, summary. User search friendly keywords. Happy Me conference. Speakers from all around the world. I don't know. I'm rubbish at speaking like stuff like this. So then the conference description. I'm just going to put this in again. Category automotive. Let's just say education. Twitter. Put in your Twitter. No, you have to put in the full thing. Twitter. Happy Me Inc. Facebook. Happy Me Inc. It's not published at the minute, actually. Invalid. Facebook. I'll just put mine here because we're only playing, aren't we? Paul Nicholson, go. Add. LinkedIn. YouTube. Instagram. Whatever you've got. Instagram. Paul Nicholson, go. %complete. So then you can just move across the top, or you can go to the dashboard. You have unsaved table, you'll lose unsaved. Okay, well, where's the save button? Publish. Unpublish. Invite. Agenda. I think you've got to publish it to save it, which doesn't make full sense. Stay. So, maybe I'm being stupid there, but I can't see a save button. So let's just publish it. You have provided 25. Let's just call it Happy Me. Publish. Hooray! You can see it. Now, I hope you're not following that somewhere. I may come back and say exactly how to save that, but it wasn't obvious, was it? Right, so let's just talk about agendas. I've literally just filmed this and then deleted it as I stop bouncing. Yeah, I accidentally deleted what I've just filmed. So anyway, let's talk about the agenda. So we've set this up to be 10 a.m. 1st of June till 1 o'clock in the morning the next day. We've got this would be track 1. I've changed this one, right? So this would be track 1. I don't know if it's an event world. The tracks mean something that I don't understand. I had a quick Google. I couldn't see what they were saying. But as far as I see it, it would be if it's different rooms. Your track 1 would be your main conference room. Track 2 would be a smaller one, or maybe a different office or a conference room. Not conference room, like a conference room, right? I guess I meant track 1 being the main stage or something like that. So you can have 2 tracks. You can have up to 10, as my understanding. So this might be main. Caps locks are on. Main stage, and this one can be. What they have at Glastonbury. I honestly, I haven't been drinking. Triangle stage, and then you can build out what's happening. So we know it starts at 10. So let's double click here. 10 a.m. right? Start time 10 a.m. It's going to be a 2-hour keynote. Title, keynotes. No, we're going to have breakfast. Day 1, breakfast in the can be put to be announced. So you can have different areas. You can quickly add a dining hall where you eat. You don't have to put an address. I'm only messing about. So you could say breakfast is in the dining hall on the main stage track. I guess people, I don't know, you can have different things you want to do. Breakfast and hello, meet and greet. You can see I never got to these conference things, so I don't really know what I'm doing. You can then quickly add another one. Have a click here. 12 p.m. We're going to have a keynote. Mr. Smith, telling you stuff. You can say again, it's 2 hours long. It's going to be in the main stage. The speaker, we haven't added one yet, but we could in theory add one. I need to test that before I show you. Main stage, Mr. Smith telling you how he got rich. Done. On the second track, we can say keynote, Mrs. Smith telling you stuff. I really should set stuff out before I just mess about on these things, you know. Again, we're going to add triangle stage. I spelled triangle wrong there, didn't I? It's not I'm a bad speller, it still bothers me if I get stuff wrong. Mrs. Smith. How she really made Mr. Smith rich. Track, events, you've got to put images and information you can. And you get the drift. It's pretty simple and it's a calendar. Double click, add stuff. Double click, 2 p.m. Break for lunch. Here we go, lunch. Day one, get off then. Oh, right, so it saves itself. How did it save itself when it didn't before? Lunch, and so on. And move on and on. You go up to the top here. If it's a multi-day event, you just go to the next day. And, let's go 12 p.m. for 2 hours. Dinner, reception. Yes, that sounds posh. See you later. Alligator. No, I can't spell alligator. Drinks. I can spell drinks. Done. Right. So that's basically how to build your agenda, to build your information on how to, it's a calendar. It's really that simple, right? All right, so let's add some speakers. I'm not fully up to speed to how to do this, but I've got a quick gist of it. Invite a speaker. So if you want them to be part of the team, you want them to log in and they will get their own area where they can upload a presentation, put in their email, let's say Mr. Smith at paulnicholson.com is a guest speaker. So this is if it's like they're internal to you though. I'd have to be more clear on this. Whereas if it's just somebody who doesn't need to log in, if somebody wants to log in and put a presentation, I'm going to say that this is part of the team. I'm going to add them, right? And they're going to get an invite. I can also add part of the team by picking up here and saying Sarah, who's part of the team, is allowed in as well. And there's a separate type where is a guest speaker. Isn't somebody who's going to log in. Isn't somebody who's going to sign up, right? So we're going to say John... oh my god, my brain's gone. David's. John at paulnicholson.com, right? So these people don't need, this person's just going to turn up on the day and do his thing. It's not like, it's like a band or something. They don't need to log into your portal to see what's happening, do they? Whereas the other one is where they might want to log in and add some information, right? Speaker, the role speaker. So this personalized person. So the one that you invited, you can give them options to join the group, to help manage the platform, to do things in there. So if we go with Sarah, who's already a team member, we can say a role is organizer or speaker or staff, right? We're going to say she's a speaker for today. So he can log in as over the years. You can put information on them. Again, their information, their spiel. You can go through and put on there. You can add a picture, of course. Shall I add a picture? No, I can't. I ain't got any. Feature this member. You can make it the primary one. So you can see what I'm saying. You can just add their information right now. Mr. Smith has just got an email saying you're invited to join this event. So I'm going to copy this link and put it in here on a different browser. So this is what a guest speaker it was the same email as I've already just tested. So it basically would have said enter your name and a password, and it would log you in. So then a guest presenter would see, here's what I've been invited to, here's the information, and here's where I've just uploaded that. Let me delete that. Here's what I can do. I can create a presentation. I can upload my presentation and import it later. So they can give you the information beforehand on what they want. If you then said Mr. Smith is I'm winging it here, this may change, is an organizer, it actually takes him off the speaker list. Are you sure I want to make this speaker to an organizer? Let's do it. And then let's see what happens to that backstage login. And now he's got the whole thing, right? Mr. Smith's telling stuff. So he's now got more information to organize him the actual event. That's actually cool, actually. There's a lot more things you can add there, isn't there? Detailed out, polls, no polls, questions, feedback. So you're going to see stuff later on. So I think you're getting what I'm saying is in here you can add and edit people and allow them to do certain things, but then you're going to put in what your speakers are doing. What a great not a great example or tutorial that, because I haven't done it before, but hopefully that makes sense. Right, let's start selling some tickets. Let's do some pricing. So to sell tickets, connect to a payment gateway in your currency of choice set up by whoever. So you're going to configure, and maybe if you're doing PayPal, I'm not going to go through that part just because obviously it's going to be private information to me. But if you want to do PayPal, it's going to take you to a PayPal page that you have to set it up with. And same with PayPal and stuff like that. Would you like to start accepting? So you could sign in and sign up. I'm not going to, right? So you would be set up here. It would be all sorted, and it would be ready to accept money in whatever you want. Use default or change. Add a ticket. Let's say Happy Me Conference. Oh man. Conference. Quantity. Let's say there are only 2,000 tickets. The price is $25. I don't know what advanced settings going to show me. Status is open, close. That's all right. Hidden. You can take off the name if you want. Quantity. Sales start date. Just click now. Sales end date. We're gonna sell out by the 26th at 1 a.m. Buy your tickets to the greatest show. This is the greatest show. Oh man, don't sing. Republish your event and republish, right? Ticket I saved class. Payment gateway not configured. We know that. You have provided your details. Your microsite. Yep, that's all right. So it's published. So now when we go to our website, we have got 57 days until the event. We've got some links to the Facebook page or whatever there is. We've got the agenda for day one, lunch, breakfast. There's a lot of food involved on day one. Day two, the drinks. Like I say, if they're signed up, they can highlight. We've got the speakers, Sarah and John. Well, I actually turned Mr. Smith off. We got the tickets, so you can buy tickets. Sales haven't started yet, but they could click buy ticket. And next we're going to get on to sponsors. Right, so let's just quickly dive through sponsors. configure a sponsor category. Platinum, isn't it? Platinum. Oh, I spelt it right. I'm impressed. Silver, gold. What type do you want? I want this to be a tick, don't I? No, I want the main one. Diamond. Oh, it's already up there, isn't it? Website image. Not on that one. Yeah. Free parking. Yeah. Extra seating. Oh my god. What does the dollar mean? Let's type in 89 here. Yes. Sponsor amount to be decided. That's all right. So yeah, so you get a sales table. I didn't actually realize that happened, but yeah, so you get a sales table on how to be a sponsor, right? Add a sponsor. Oh, happy me. Happy me. Limited. I guess this should be my name. Well, it's what you put. But don't email me. I don't reply. Well, I do. I'll put it into my ticketing system. HTTPS. Paul Nicholson. You can tell when a video's getting longer when I start like losing the plot. Diamond 1500. Choose a photo. Let's go back to the book stops here. Happy Me Limited main sponsor. One hell of a guy. Oh man, yeah. So you can see that you can add sponsors. You can see that you can add pricing tiers for sponsors. And that's probably, I don't know if this can be shown from your team. I think this is for your information to share. I'm not sure where that shows up, where people can become a sponsor. So we go back to view the website. Go to sponsors. Oh, here we go. Become a sponsor. Email customer amount. All right. No, I'm guessing you can set it up so that pricing table shows. Configure sponsor category. Move up. No. I don't want to add a label, but you get what I'm saying. Again, it's not something I should have gone through it a bit more before. Gold, all. Republish, maybe that's because I haven't done that. Skip. Publish. View the event. Sponsors. Oh, there it is now, right? So, oh, that cool, right? So, yeah, so you can see become a sponsor, but now you see here's the sponsor's information, here's a link, and here's the pricing on how to become a sponsor. So that's nice, that, isn't it? This is like, you want to sponsor this event, here's what's going to cost you. So then the information you're going to show, I don't think you're collecting sponsors' money at this point, you're just collecting information as to what they're interested in. And then you contact them and take the money off them. So that's cool, right? So yeah, so becoming a sponsor, pretty easy. And then we're into custom design and settings. Again, it's not something I've dived into a lot, but I might, let's add the video. Oh, you can add a video. Is a video? Let's try that, shall we? Let's go. YouTube. Oh no, I don't want this account. I want this account. YouTube keep moving the my channel. There we go. Let's copy this address here. Shove it in there. Yes. Happy Me, so we can change the information here if you don't want it to be that. Happy Me. First ever. Zoho calendar, the buy ticket button. You can change, you can turn it off. You can add things, you can add elements. You know, if you're into website building or into self-sort stuff, you'll be used to things like this. Themes. If you don't like that color, you can brighten it up with a lighter theme. Languages we didn't talk about, but I'll do that in a second. I'll work out, because it's up here, right? Add a language. You may have to type it all in again, but you can see it's basically settings. You can go through, clock on stuff. How do you want it to look and how do you want it to feel? Why attend? Add some information. You'll have an amazing experience. And republish, right? Well, yes, we know we haven't done that. And view details. Continue. Oh, no, view website. And it didn't take, did it? Did I just not read something there? Republish. Skip. Publish. All right. Yes, you have to make sure you click publish, right? So then your video plays. You've got the new theme. It runs across each of your different pages. So really cool, really easy to do, isn't it, to edit the theme and put in information you want. So I hope that helps. I hope it was a quick run around. Obviously, I'm messing about. Obviously, it's there's a lot more to it. There's a lot of things you can read. When you see people registering, you can see their emails. You can send emails to say, don't forget to do this, or don't forget to fill out your information. You can make announcements when you're in the conduct area. You can make announcements. New speaker added. Oh God, John Smith signed up to. I don't know what markdown means. You can do stuff with it, I guess. You can click, so you've got a speaker area where people can leave comments. Cool. He's great. So when other people buy their tickets and log in, they can see this information. The video is getting longer and longer. I don't want it to drag on. I'll put some full training in a place where you can get to. I'll add some training to my website. So you'll see these quick start trainings where you've got options to join the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group for Zoho ONE. We have a sign up. We have a full training area where I'll put those lessons into more itemized, where you can get to everything in one place, so you can jump in and see the training, can jump around the training to make it easier for you. And then if you sign up for Zoho ONE, z1trial.com, you get that included. You get Backstage included. It's a really good deal. It's really great for. I think it's perfect for people like me, a one human army. But it's also great for your teams, and it comes with everything else in Zoho ONE. You want to watch this video? It's insane. So I know I rattled it off at the end, but hopefully you see just what you can do with that. It's really cool, to be fair, isn't it? It's a really cool platform to start managing and controlling your events, selling your tickets, selling sponsorships. Really cool. Oh, I didn't get into galleries, did I? But hopefully you see that in this video I've given you everything you need. Come and visit me, paulnicholson.com. Come and join our Facebook page. Our Facebook group for Zoho ONE Experience. So this is all part of the Zoho ONE Experience. 40 apps with really serious power to run your business. If you go to one.paulnicholson.com, I also have a forum where we talk about everything to do with Zoho ONE. With where's Backstage? Backstage, have I added it yet? I may not, because they added it after. Contact, assist, product. Oh, there it is. So I've only just started Backstage stuff, so we're gonna have a place where you can just jump in and write a question on Zoho Backstage. If you need some help, I'll jump in and help you. But you can see I'm not here just to show you how to use stuff. I want you to get the most out of it too. So any questions, you know where I am. I hope this helped. I know it dragged on, but it's a really cool platform. Give it a try. Cheers.